Cookware for Troy's Everyday Eats brought to you by Swiss Diamond, Diamond Reinforced Nonstick Cookware. Troy's Everyday Eats brought to you by The Fresh Market.
Welcome back to WCCB News Rising at 7:11. Troy's Everyday Eats. Apparently, there's this great debate going on about mac and cheese. I didn't know that there was such a great debate.
I don't know if it's of national security or anything like that. But some people use a roux to make macaroni and cheese, and I've done that before. You use roux to thicken anything.
Okay.
Or some people don't use a roux. Some people use like your husband uses the little.
No, we're just
box.
like the powdered, really
Right.
So.
And then there's a custard one where you don't use a roux at all. You don't use any butter. It's basically just, eggs and milk and stuff like that. So we're going to cover all three of them today, and then we're going to end up with something kind of fun. We might do a macaroni and cheese waffle.
Twist? A waffle. I like that for breakfast time. So we're starting with the one with the roux. Right.
This is without the roux. And the reason why I got it going, because it does take a few minutes. And basically what I did was I melted some butter, just some unsalted butter.
Okay.
And then I took heavy cream, put it under like a medium heat until it starts to reduce. And that's going to thicken the cream up, because basically you're going to start with, a cup and a half. You're going to reduce it down to about 3/4 of a cup.
Okay.
So there's your, thickness. And you can see it's already getting thick. There's no cheese or anything in there.
Interesting. It looks cheesy.
It takes just a little bit longer, but it's going to give you more of a creamier result, I think. And there's
so good. Look at this cheddar cheese going on in there.
Cheddar cheese. And we're just doing like an easy, cheesy mac right now. Just something simple. And you can make this at home. Now, once you get the cheese in there, you want to kind of stir it around. And we haven't seasoned this at all. When I was a kid, I learned how much I loved black pepper when making macaroni and cheese.
Oh, that's where it all started, huh?
Yeah, because I put a little bit on, and then I tried it. I was like, hey, that's pretty good. Maybe I'll put a little bit more on. And the more I put on, the better it was. So. You
know what my thing always is? Lemon pepper with mac and cheese.
Really?
Is that weird? I don't know.
I've never tried that. You're making a big
That's where I learned my love for lemon pepper with mac and cheese. And what's great about this, too, is you don't know what's in that powdery junk. You know what you're getting with this. This is real cheese, the real deal. And
nowhere in any of these segments with the macaroni and cheese will I ever say it's a healthy food. But, like you said, you know exactly what went into this.
And pretty easy, I must say. Are you going to eat it just like that? Is this pretty much done already?
That's it. I mean, we haven't seasoned it with any salt and pepper, but you can see the consistency is nice and creamy. If you want to add a little more cream.
Does that look?
The cheese isn't quite melted yet, so we'll stir around a little bit. But, I brought a grinder, and I went to the Fresh Market and got some black peppercorns.
Here he goes. I want to see what is sufficient for you.
Well, I'm going to start with that.
Okay.
Because and you can smell it as soon as it hits the pan. So I usually add a little bit more in like that, and then when we'll go to eat it, we'll add a little bit more on top. So next, we're going to do the roux.
Okay.
And we're going to do a spicy mac and cheese with greens.
No debate over this. This looks ready to go. Looks delicious.
We'll put a
little more pepper.
There you go.
How awesome. Full recipes on our web channel, WCCBCharlotte.com. Everyone loves the good old-fashioned mac and cheese.
Yeah, where's my fork?
Where is it? There's one back there. Go eat up. The great debate over mac and cheese.
That's right.
Oh, my goodness. Why do we have lettuce out here for doing mac and cheese?
Well, those are mustard greens.
Okay.
So we did an easy mac and cheese without a roux, and we're about to burn the roux.
Yeah, we got to get going on this.
As I explained, I'm going to add some cream. So,
sizzle.
So basically, this one we did with just reduced cream and butter. And to me, that one tastes a little more rich, just because you're reducing the cream, you're reducing the butter.
Okay.
And it's concentrating all those flavors. You're still melting the cheese the same way.
But that one's going to take just a little bit longer, so you have to be a little more patient.
Just a touch longer. We're going to do something special with this one, too. So the roux basically was just equal parts of fat and flour. So I used butter. I used 2 tablespoons of butter, and then I used 2 tablespoons of flour. Simple.
Easy.
Most people have that at home.
Yeah.
All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take mustard greens. Now, the inspiration for this dish, I went to New York just a few weeks ago, and I ate at Red Rooster, Marcus Samuelson's restaurant.
Your bucket list.
Oh, big time.
You were loving that.
And he's got a mac and greens on his menu. So this is kind of to replicate that. He used a couple different funky cheeses, and so anyway, I'm using basically his idea to do the roux recipe.
Sneak in a little
this is the debate.
Good.
But this is a spicy one, so the mustard greens are kind of spicy. So that's going to add a little spiciness to it. But we're also going to add some of this garlic chili paste.
Kicking it up.
Yeah, I love spicy stuff. And also when I was there, we had the chicken and waffles, and it was just covered with, red pepper. And you smell
spicy.
that?
What if you can't handle the heat? Can you?
You can back off of that or leave off of it. You don't have to use the mustard greens, which really aren't spicy. They're kind of peppery.
Yeah, right.
But see how that's already thickening up?
Yeah, it looks good.
That's because of the roux. See, it took a little bit longer with that.
It did.
So now we're going to add the cheese.
Pepper jack cheese, a little more spice.
Pepper jack cheese and some Gruyere. And then I got some Parmesan over here.
Oh, that's how you say that? When I see that, I never know how to say that.
How do you say it?
I'm like Gruyere.
Gruyere?
I don't know.
Something like that. I can't spell it. I can say it. And then we're going to add some Parmesan. So now you want to kind of get... See, the greens have already wilted. So we're going to get that, all folded in. I'm going to turn the heat down now. Now this, also with the roux, we're also going to show to bake or not to bake your macaroni and cheese. Now to top this, we're going to toast the breadcrumbs, a little bit of panko breadcrumbs, some olive oil, and then I'll show you how to put it all together.
We'll finish it all up. We did mac and cheese, the regular, good old-fashioned mac and cheese, a little spicy deal, and now we've got one that's going to be custard-based, right? Right,
so this one we did without a roux, this one we did with a roux, and this one's going to be with a custard.
Okay.
I'm just calling this Southern style, because that's how I've always seen it made here.
Southern style.
We got to get this one in the oven. That was the other debate, is like to bake or not to bake. You could serve this just as it is.
You could, and nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But you're taking it up a notch.
Taking it up, I go back and forth. I like it creamy. I guess it just depends on what it is, and maybe I just get in different moods.
Sure.
So I'm not like strictly one way or the other. It has to be baked or not. So we're adding some toasted breadcrumbs and then some Parmesan cheese.
Okay, how long are we going to bake this for?
This is going to go, it's already hot, so it's going to go just until it's, basically bubbling and golden.
Okay,
so
are
maybe
you broiling it to get
minutes.
the crispy top, or are you high heat, or what are you doing?
We've got it at 425 degrees.
Okay.
Because it won't be in there very long. Now, the Southern style one is going to go, it's got my mouth water, is going to go for about 375 for a little bit longer, because you want to take the time to be able to cook it. Because basically the custard, simple straight up custard, a couple cups of milk.
All right.
I like using whole milk.
I was going to say that. I was going to ask you, is it whole?
Yeah, it's whole. My wife doesn't buy whole milk, so that's why I don't drink it at home unless I stop at the store and get my own.
So good.
And then some eggs, some whole eggs.
Just two?
Get that mixed up. Yep, 2. And this is what's going to help set it. And then we're going to add cheddar cheese. And actually, I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm going to save some to put on the top. My mouth is watering. I'm thinking about the macaroni and cheese waffle we're getting ready to make in the next segment.
You're looking ahead. I can't wait for that.
So some dry mustard.
Dry mustard. Okay, I was like ginger.
And then some cayenne, just a touch. Not, not really for just for a little accent of heat.
You are ready for the heat today. You are bringing it.
I am. I'm bringing the heat.
You are bringing the heat in the kitchen.
But
if you can't handle it, get out, right?
That's right. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take about half of this, pour it in with the pasta just so we can get it coated. Just half of it.
Oh, it looks like you have a lot of the cheese on the bottom. That's okay, right?
That's all right. There's a purpose for that.
Okay.
All right, so this is basically, the noodles are already cooked. You just want to cook those al dente.
All right.
All right.
Because they're going to continue to cook a little bit,
exactly. Right? And then we're going to take these and put it in here.
Have pretty dishes, Troy.
Oh, stop.
That's great presentation.
Yeah, I have an eye for casserole dishes. And then we're going to pour this over the top.
Oh, that's why we saved a little bit.
Yep.
You want that on top to melt down.
And then we're going to put even more on top. Because basically now what I'm going to do to get some of that cheese in there, we're just going to kind of mix this in.
All right.
Like that. And see, it looks nice and loose.
Yeah, it does.
There's no roux. But basically, as it bakes, those eggs are going to help tighten everything up. So we're going to put more of this on top.
How long is it going to go at 375?
375 for about 20-25 minutes.
All right, not too bad.
There you go. Of course,
just in time for our next time we check in with you. It'll be done and ready to go. And then we have one more, that waffle you were talking about.
You got to stick around for the waffle.
Mac and cheese waffle? How interesting and fun is that? It's the moment we have all been waiting for. Drum roll. Mac and cheese waffles.
That's right.
Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, what are we doing?
I'm going to show you the finished product before I show you actually how to make it. So just a waffle iron, set it about medium.
Okay. Ooh, that is
check this out. And this, to me, is like the best part. Because like when you get macaroni and cheese, the best part is the part around the edge.
Yeah, the crispy,
it gets overdone.
Crunchy.
And you can cook it as long as you want. You can see this one isn't quite as done as that one, but it is basically straight up mac and cheese.
It almost looks like a hash brown. So how do we do this?
So you make macaroni and cheese just like you normally would, roux or no roux. So
like what we did here would work?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
And then you want a waffle iron, you want to spray it maybe with some pan. There's probably enough grease and stuff in there.
Like 7 back, any neighbor.
I just got it in your eye. So basically I made macaroni and cheese just like normal, cooled it off, spread it out in one thin layer, cooled it off. And of course, it couldn't be Troy's Everyday Eats without bacon.
Oh my goodness. What else can we put on here if we wanted to get crazy?
Cheddar cheese. You could put anything in there. You could put a small animal if you wanted to.
Oh, I see you. You're doing oh my gosh, it's like a mac and cheese sandwich.
This is the most difficult part, but you just gotta keep going. You just gotta trust your instincts.
It's so healthy.
And then, well, I don't know about healthy. So that's going to go, and check it after a couple minutes, but you'll hear it when you that sizzle starts to slow down a little bit. That's when you need to check it, so you can do it kind of extra crispy or
whatever you like, right?
Right.
This is fun for a Saturday morning, since it's a little different, but still using your waffle iron.
And it's great for leftover macaroni and cheese. So there you go. So whether you make it yourself or get it from somewhere else.
Okay, while this cooks.
I'm going to get the southern macaroni and cheese. That's what I'm calling it.
The last one we were working on.
Yeah, this is the one with the custard in it.
Right. It's really, now the custard makes it real creamy, right?
Right, really creamy, and it'll set up because of the eggs in there. Basically what we did is we took milk and eggs, made a simple custard with some dry mustard, some cayenne, and we mixed it up with some cheddar cheese, and then I put some more on top toward the end.
Everyone in here is salivating.
Yeah, we've already got a line. They're holding plates and
you have, like,
forks.
everyone's creeping closer to the set.
So the great macaroni and cheese debate, I know we're running out of time, but it was to roux or not to roux. So we did one without a roux where we reduced cream and butter, stirred it one with cheese and pasta. This one was with roux. And we had some chili sauce we added in there, so we added some spice, some mustard greens. So we did use a roux. Basically, roux's fat and flour equal parts, helps thicken it up. Then this one was with the custard.
Okay.
And I just explained that, and then you can kind of see where.
You think it's done now?
No, it's probably not done yet. But it's getting close. You can see it's getting that shape.
Oh my goodness.
It's taking a fat bath right now.
It is. It's like you turned your waffle iron into a deep fryer. Now, I want to know, do you roux or not roux? I mean, what do you do? If it's Chef
You know what? I honestly don't have a preference. If it's creamy, I like it.
Okay.
Just
Boys,
gotta have black pepper.
I know we're ready to dig in.
Good is good. Yeah.
Exactly.